It's Triple Crown here, continuing on with my Dallas Card Show vlog for September 2025, and today I'll be eating a nice little slice of humble pie because I'm going to show some losses that I am about to take. And it just goes to show that you can't win them all, and that's exactly what's going to happen here right now, so let's go ahead and get right into it.
I've got 240 on it. I don't know. It's probably been a while since I priced that one.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm way off or not. Yeah, I'm open to an offer on that. I think I'm high on it.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Here's something that you will seldom see in my vlogs, and it is me selling to another dealer. At this show, I was waved down more times than I can remember or count with people asking me, hey, are you looking to sell anything? Just walking around the show, minding my own business at times, or times when I was up at a dealer's table looking at things and they had asked me. He had asked me in this case, hey, are you selling anything? And I watched him deal with someone else who was looking to sell something. I also asked him for prices on his cards, and he was very reasonable in not only his prices, but his negotiation with the person who had come up to him. That's a really encouraging sign for me. I kind of pick and choose my battles if I am going to sell from a position where I'm not really in power and I know that I'm not going to get full rip for my cards. But I'm more than willing to do that with someone who is reasonable, and if I have a feeling that it's going to go well and it's not going to be a waste of both our times, then yeah, I'll shoot my shot. And a lot of the stuff that I have here is stuff that's a bit more ambiguous in value, so let's give it a whirl.
You know what you're trying to get for these?
I have 1,300 on the Yamamoto, but I mean, I'm willing to listen to whatever makes sense for you. The Kershaw, I'm just starting at 750, but I'm more than flexible on it.
Are there any comps on?
Not on that Kershaw specifically. The Yamamoto, you're not going to find one in a BGS holder, but there's PSA 9s, there's PSA 10s, there's raw ones. So.
Pausing once more here, I have been on the other side of the table plenty of times to know what makes life easier when someone comes up trying to sell you cards. And keeping all that in mind, I am definitely going to put it into practice here. So all the cards that I have with me, I am 100% certain what I want to get for them. I know what I'm asking for them. I don't need to look them up on the spot. I have an idea of it. And then also, he's asking me, do you know if there's any comps on it? Well, unless something popped up in the last 24 hours, I pretty much know what the cards have sold for. I mean, I'm not looking at it every single minute as time passes on, and I also don't expect him or really want him to just blindly trust me because I might miss something. I am definitely not perfect, so I want him to look it up, of course, and do his due diligence, but at least having an idea what I want for him and knowing what is realistic for them, I think is going to go really far in me possibly getting something done and being respectful of his time in this situation.
Sorry, what would you say you were trying to get for this?
My starting ask was 13, but I'm very flexible on it depending on what you see.
Yeah,
there's two different versions of the card. One of them sells much cheaper than the other one. I think it was because they were, and that one's like the Bowman release one, and then the Bowman Chrome one is about half that price.
Yeah. There's a raw that did 1,000 and a PSA 9 that did 1,000. A week or so. Top
okay,
two,
cool. I haven't seen those
raw,
ones yet. Yeah.
PSA 9. If you go back like 2 months, then a raw sold for $11.75, but his values are down. I don't want to insult you, and
you won't.
I'd be a buyer at 700.
700?
Yeah.
I don't think that's insulting. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay, we have his offer, and now it is decision time. What am I into this card for? It's not pretty. I'm into this at $1,050. This would mean taking a $350 loss. Definitely not ideal. That's a pretty big hit on a card like this. And I have to decide, is it worth it to wave the white flag at this point? There's a few things that I'm going to consider. When did I buy this card? Well, I got it at Fanatics Fest back in mid-June. That means I've had it for about 10 weeks right now. How much have I tried to push it and where have I tried to push it? I've tried everything but the kitchen sink on this card. I have posted it on Instagram, Discord, eBay, my slabs, taken it to several shows, and really haven't drawn much interest. Even some of the people I thought might be interested in it didn't really look at it a second time. Those are all bad signs, right? If I'm not getting offers on it, if it's just staying stagnant, how much longer am I really willing to tie up that cash in order to get my number to at least break even? I mean, that's really all I can ask for at this point. Forget about trying to make something on the card. Can I at least break even on it? And could I get more than 700? And how much time is it going to take? How much more can I get? My answer to all that was it's probably not worth it to walk away from this offer. Maybe I could have pushed for a little bit more, but in this situation, all things considered, I don't believe in the card that much, and for that reason, I'm out.
I'll do the 7 on the Yamamoto. That's fine.
Okay,
I'm ready
yeah.
to be done with it.
Just gonna look at the case here.
Okay, so that deal is done. Now, one thing I could have done, and I tried to ask about in the clips that you didn't see, is some of his cards in the case to potentially trade towards mine. That kind of gives me new life. It means that I'm not fully waving the white flag, and perhaps I could use whatever card I get in a trade to salvage some of the difference that I have now found myself in. And while I don't recover that deficit in this deal, in the next one, that is what I aim to do on another card that I'm not feeling too comfortable about anymore.
And then do you have room on this one?
Yeah, I'll listen to an offer on all of them. Yeah.
Could you be in like the 2s on this? So it's just like nothing really.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I'd probably offer like 200. Just cause like, I see the select at like 50, certified. There's not really any more fakes.
Okay, here is a Brandon Aiyuk 101 black mosaic. It's a PSA 8 from 2024 mosaic. Not the best player hobby-wise. He actually sells for a decent amount. He's a guy that kind of lives rent-free in my head for reasons that I'd rather not elaborate on too much. But here, my offer is 200. I bought this card for 250. So definitely not ideal to take that kind of loss, and why I am a little bit more ready to move on from it is because, again, I've posted this one on several different platforms, and a lot of the offers I've had have come in right around that 200 mark, just like I got right here, which means that probably the full value of it is 225 to 250. So now my head goes to, okay, is there a way that I can kind of trade my way out of this situation? Because I don't necessarily have to take a loss on this card. I just need to get a little bit more creative in how I do things, and being more creative to come out ahead now. If that's what it has to be done, that's what has to be done.
Can I see that triple auto that you have, the select?
Yeah.
What you need to do. I'm telling you, I'm ready to go straight. Put this money right back into another baseball ball. No.
If I added 150 cash to the IU, I would take this. That works for you.
It's hard to see, but this is a really neat select gold triple auto. Eric Dickerson, Lawrence Taylor, Ozzie Newsome, number to 10. It's a PSA 10. I would probably imagine it's a pop 1. He has it at 400, and I'm kind of glad he turns down my offer here because I'd be into this card at 400 if I traded the Aiyuk with 150. And as cool as it is, I don't know how realistic it would have been for me to even break even at 4 on it. So with that in mind, I'm kind of glad that he didn't take that because I probably would have been in the same spot.
Do 75 with this for that.
This worked out really well for me. The final deal was the Aiyuk plus $75 cash on my end for this Mahomes. Now his is a PSA 9. I am showing you the only sale of it as of right now that is raw for $330. Now I know that sometimes with ultra modern football, I'll definitely run into the guy that goes, oh well, 9's worth less than raw. I don't buy that. I do not subscribe to that. If you want to sell me your 9's for less than raw, then by all means, I'm a buyer on them. But I felt like, is it possible that I could get that sale price again for this card? Yeah, absolutely. I think that, based on my experience selling gold Mahomes, that to be able to get that 330 again, which would essentially be a break-even point for me, I think is incredibly realistic. Again, it's a gold Mahomes, so I don't have to sell this to a repacker. I don't have to sell this to a flipper. There's people out there who do collect Mahomes, and I think that this is a really nice card. If you want a gold of his, then this is a pretty decent option considering the price. And it turns out that over this past weekend, I sold the card for $340. I made a little bit on it. It's a $15 profit at the end of the day, but I was able to kind of work my way out of that Aiyuk into something else. It took a little bit more creativity. It took a little bit more resources in my case because I had to spend more time trying to move the card and I had to add more cash. So is this optimal by any means? No, of course not. It is definitely not an optimal way to do things, but I am kind of digging myself out of situations where I take a chance and it doesn't work out how I anticipated. And that's really all I can ask for, is that when the plan doesn't work, is there a way to pivot and move into plan B? That's what I did here, and it worked out successfully in this case.
What do you have on your L2 Bay rating?
That one I'll have to look up. Give me just 1 second on that. Last one did 91.
Works for me. I'll take it.
Awesome. Let's go. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I just can't remember. Hey, thank you guys. Nice to meet you. There you go, sir.
Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your show.
What's that?
Have a good rest of your show.
Oh, you too. Thank you.
No, but I did hit a judge the blue paper.
Oh, okay.
Got a 50.
Let me grab my son. He's got all my cash. Give me a minute.
Okay.
I got Venmo. Could you take a card or no? Can't take a card.
What was our total here?
I didn't know if you wanted that or not.
Yeah, I'll probably take it.
Then I believe that's 1, 2, 3.
I sent you a picture of a card. Should I go after it?
10, 11, 12, so it's 60, 380 for the all those.
380 on all those.
Yeah.
And
Do
you
you
said
want
that's
those
fine,
two?
but I don't
Do you
know.
want to figure that out, or are they keeping them separate, or?
I was going to do percentage.
I need to figure out what I'm doing. How many cards did I have here?
These are stacks of 20, so there's 60.
You go after it?
This
I'll
for
try to go
300,
after it then.
and then
I'll let you know if I get it.
do
Bye.
those for 100.
Okay, so we'd be at 4 there.
Appreciate it.
So that's 1 and 3 for 4.
Yeah.
Can we add the Ellie to make it
Hey,
8?
Laura.
You looked it up?
How's it go?
Yeah.
Last was 450, right?
Yeah.
You looking for anything?
Jordan?
I'm cool with that.
We have some right here.
I'm interested in the Riley, but I'm a bit off. on the size.
Yeah, I'm a little high, but it is a true gem, and your PSA 10s are like double, so it doesn't make sense. So there's a value I need to get at between like 5 cards because I traded a bigger card for it. It was like those 3, and there's a Trey Turner too and stuff.
This one down here?
Yeah. Which those were, the centering was horrible on those. Let's see. I know it's high, but I'd probably be at 5 on it.
Okay.
Because I'm going to look it over a little bit better and maybe send it to PSA. Or just wait till the playoffs. But I'd be at 5 on that one.
I can talk you into 450, make it 1250 with all that.
I get it, but
Let me see. So that would be 850. Let's say 11, 17. That's fine. So we said 450, right? You said 1250?
1250 for all this.
Yeah, that'll work.
Thank you.
Very glad I got this deal done. So really what I was doing is just taking what I can give at this show. There were so many repackers here that I told myself going into it that I probably shouldn't even bother with the football. I'm going to stick to baseball. I'm going to stick to maybe some basketball. I'll look at non-sport. I'll look at wrestling. I'll look at hockey. I'll look at pretty much anything, but I need to keep all my options open. But I expected baseball was going to be mainly what I dabbled in here. So I picked up the Altuve Red Ink. There was a Roman Reigns case hit that I got at a pretty decent price that wasn't featured in the video. And then I got this Ellie Bowman auto. I got a Riley Green auto. I know you can't really see him in the video. Plus that huge stack of value box cards. All of those cards are already accounted for. I have a couple of buyers lined up for them. And the amount that I'm just going to make on those value box cards will already offset the loss that I am taking on that Yamamoto card from earlier on in the video. But because I freed up that cash, it's not, I wouldn't necessarily say that if I didn't have that cash, I couldn't make this deal, because that's not true. I had enough to make this deal regardless if I sold that Yamamoto or not. But I do have that card now kind of in my back pocket, or that cash, I should say, in my back pocket, in case there's something big that comes along and I want to go ahead and jump on that. So here I get some really nice cards: a Riley Green first Bowman Blue auto out of 150, a Ellie De La Cruz Bowman Chrome Blue rookie auto as well. And look, with all that, I'm able to kind of take my lumps on some of the bad and turn it into something good. And this deal has worked out really well for me. And I'm going to be happy with it. So it just goes to show that sometimes you got to humble yourself a little bit, take a loss, move on, and it'll work out if you, work at it and try to make up for it. So that'll do it for this time. I got a crazy trade that goes down in the final part of this vlog, and I'll see you later in the week with that.